All right. So today we're going to be using our yoga straps or any kind of a strap. Use a belt if you like. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall in your chair. Begin to focus on your breath. Okay, got the screen right. And you can let your strap just rest on your legs for now. Close your eyes, try to relax, try to let go. We're going to spend the next 45 minutes focused on our bodies and our minds and our breath. So now let's start our movements with some head circles. Nice and slow. See if you can synchronize with your breath by inhaling as your head comes up and exhaling as your head comes down. Two more times in this direction. When your head comes down again, pause and reverse. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Two more times. And the next time your head comes down, let it stay there and press your shoulders down away from your ears. Then on your next inhale, lift your head, exhale and tip your head back. And then again on an inhale, come back to center and relax. Next, we're going to do some spinal rotations. So start moving to the right side first, and then around to the left, and then back up. And so we're exhaling as we come down, inhaling as we come up. 2 more times in this direction. When you come up to neutral again, pause and reverse. Two more times. And this time when you come up to neutral, pause again and round your back into your first cat pose. Then on your next inhale, lift up to neutral. Exhale into cow pose. Arching your back. And now let's come back to neutral. Take a minute and let your spine settle. And we're going to use our straps for the first time today. So go ahead and fold your strap in half so you can loop it around your left thumb. The strap is on your left thumb. Your right hand slides down the strap as you raise your left arm up. And then with your right arm, start to bring your left arm over to the right as you lean to the right. So this is a side stretch. We're also stretching out the back of our arms, our triceps, maybe down into our shoulders. Okay, and then slowly release, coming back to neutral, and then switch sides. So bring the strap over to your right thumb, reaching your right arm up as you hold on with your left hand, and then gently pulling your body over to the left. One more breath. And on an inhale, come back to neutral. Release the strap back down to your thighs and roll your shoulders. All right. Let's bring our arms down by our sides. Make some circles with our wrists. And reverse. Turn your palms so they face up and spread your fingers out. And then on your next inhale, raise your arms up into the air. Keep your fingers spread out. Reach up. You can look up if you like. Then interlace your fingers. Turn your hands away from you. Press up. And then keeping your fingers interlaced like this, bring your arms down in front of you so they're parallel to the floor. Breathe into it. We're stretching out our shoulders, our upper backs, our arms, and our fingers. All right, let's release. Release your hands first, then release your arms and roll your shoulders again. Okay, so next is our spinal twist. You want to come forward in your chair if you haven't done that already, and your legs are just in neutral, knees lined up with hips, ankles lined up with knees, so nice right angle here. And then from the waist, you're going to turn to the right side. And that's it. That's your spinal twist. And don't forget about your breath. It's so easy to let our minds kind of wander once we've done this a few times. We just kind of leave our bodies. Our minds like to wander. And so it's important for us to remember that and to come back to our breath over and over again. Yoga really is about the breath. It seems like it's about twisting and stretching and holding poses, but really when it comes down to it, it's all about the breath. Now let's take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly come back to the front. And then keep on going to the left, twisting from the waist. And find your breath again. One more breath. When you're ready, come back to center. And if you like, roll your shoulders again. Do a lot of shoulder rolls, keeping everything nice and loose. All right. So next we're going to slide back in our chairs and we're going to be using our straps to warm up our legs just a little bit. Give our legs a little stretch. You still want to be sitting up nice and tall. You don't want to lose your posture when you slide back. Take the strap around underneath your right thigh. You probably don't need this strap. You may not need this strap to do this, but it just gives you a little more space. So you're not reaching down, you're not struggling to hold on to your leg. The strap extends your arms. You're just lifting your leg up for now. And then check your posture. Make sure you haven't rounded your back. So you're still sitting up tall. And now slide the strap down to your calf. Use that strap to pull your right ankle onto your left knee. If this doesn't work for you, come to the front of your knee or your shin. So you decide where you'd like to land. And then once you get there, you can release the strap. You want it to stay there because you don't want to lose it. But we're not using it for this next movement, which is just simply to lean down towards your thigh. Okay, come on back up, lift your torso. And now we're going to take that strap and put it around the bottom of the right foot. So it's kind of ready for this. It's close enough to your body that you can reach it. So wrap the strap around your right foot and then straighten your right leg out in front of you. One more breath. And then release your right foot down, release the strap. Take a minute, move around if you need to. And that was 3 positions. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So starting with the strap underneath your left thigh, and then pull your leg up towards your belly. Check your posture, and then find your breath. Over and over again. It's like a broken record. Remind yourself 1,000 times a day. Oh, I'm not breathing. Oh yeah, breathe. Like a mosquito buzzing in your ear. Won't go away. Your breath is going to always be there. But it's a good thing, not like that mosquito. All right, next we're going to slide the strap down to the calf, to your calf, your left calf, and then use that strap to lift your leg up so your ankle comes over your right thigh. You may lose your posture for a minute, but then sit up tall. You can let the strap just sort of lay down there and then lean down towards your left thigh. So we're taking our time with this today. This is kind of new, a new way of doing all of this. One more breath. And then the last thing we're going to do with our straps here is wrap it around the bottom of your left foot and then straighten your left leg out in front of you. One more breath. And release your left foot down. You can just let the strap rest on your legs again. We're going to do one more stretch here in the chair before we stand up. So our next stretch, we're going to turn to the left. So your left leg stays on the chair. Your right leg comes behind you, curling your toes and kind of pressing back. So now you're stretching out your right hip joint. And then once your legs are settled, turn your torso to the back of your chair for another twist. You're holding on to the back of your chair, so you're getting double benefit here. Couple more breaths. And slowly unwind yourself, making your way back to center, and then just keep on going to the other side of your chair. So your right leg stays on the chair, your left leg reaches back. The strap is just kind of hanging out here. We're not using it for this. Once your legs are settled, turn towards the back of your chair and hold on. One more breath. And slowly come back to center. Take your time. And then one more time, roll your shoulders, moving your ribs, move your whole torso. Let your whole body kind of move in this circular motion so you can keep all that fluid moving through your body. Nothing's going to get stiff if you keep doing this. And next we're gonna stand up and come around behind our chairs, and we will be using our straps for our standing sequence today. For now, you can let your strap rest on the back of your chair. And do just a little bit more of a warm up before we move into a warrior one flow. So come into a wide stance. Take a minute and ground yourself. Good way to ground yourself is simply to lift your toes and then place your toes back down. Another way is hands on your hips. And then with your hands on your hips, gently press your pelvis, press your tailbone down towards the floor. That really sends all the energy down your legs so that you are grounded. You are connected. You know what's going on in your legs and your feet and your hips. Then once you feel stable, release any tension that you just created. And then we're going to do some spinal rotations today from standing. So let's do 5 in each direction. Remember, we're inhaling as we come up and exhaling as we come down, nice and slow. So the slower you move, the slower you can breathe. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. This is 3. 4. And 5. You come all the way back up, and then we reverse. This is 4. One more time. And when you find yourself back in the center, back at neutral, release your arms down by your sides. Take a couple breaths. And then here's another way to ground yourself. Inhale as you reach up and exhale as you press down. It's a little more subtle, but your brain gets it. Your brain understands what you're telling it. We want to stay grounded. All right, so now we're going to move into mountain pose, facing the backs of our chairs and holding onto our straps. So we're going to be doing a warrior one flow with the strap, and we will end with a warrior 3 reaching out in front of you. So if that's not comfortable for you, you can have your hands on your chair. Sorry, someone's calling me. I have to stop. You can have your hands on the chair or reach out in front of you for warrior 3. We'll get there. Okay. Next, step your right foot back, bend your left knee, build your foundation, ground yourself. And then take that strap out in front of you, and you can stop parallel to the floor if you like, or raise your arms up. So this is your choice. How high do you want to raise your arms this time? We'll be coming back to warrior 1. So just know that you'll be doing this again. Breathe into it. And now we're going to make some circles. So from wherever your arms are, circle down and around towards your belly and then back up. So that's 1. We're going to do 5. 2. You're inhaling up, exhaling down. The next time your arms come near your belly, pause and reverse. And now you're going down and forward, up and back. 5 times. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time. And then just let that strap, let your arms hang down in front of you. Take a breath or two. So you notice we haven't moved our legs. Our legs are still holding us up. They're doing their work right now. We're going to take our strap around behind our backs, holding on with both hands. Press down and away and lean back slightly. And don't turn your head like I just did, because that's when you're going to lose your balance. Try to keep looking straight ahead. All right, release arms, release the strap, bring it back around in front of you. Legs still haven't moved. And this time, bring your arms out parallel to the floor, holding on to your strap. Hold your belly in and shift your torso forward at a 45-degree angle, holding your belly in. All right, let's inhale as we come back up. Let that strap wrap around your thumbs as you come into prayer hands, bringing your hands to your heart, and then turn gently to the left. Your legs still haven't moved. So now we're going to come back to center, back to neutral. This is where we're moving into that warrior 3. So again, reach out parallel to the floor, belly pulled in, shift forward, drag your right big toe with you. Maybe keep it on the floor. You can have your hands on your chair if you like. And either way, if you like, you can raise your right leg up behind you for warrior 3. One more breath. And from this position, we're going to go right back to warrior 1. So take your time, placing your right foot back down behind you, and your arms come up into the air or stay parallel to the floor. And then circle down, release your arms, release the strap, and step back to mountain pose. Shake your arms and legs, move around a little bit. So that was about 6 positions, I believe, maybe 7. I didn't count, but it's a little different from the way we've done this in the past. So we're going to do it again on the left side. So ground yourself. Find your breath. And then when you're ready, step your left foot back and create your foundation for warrior 1. Bending your right knee. And then decide if you want your arms parallel to the floor or somewhere in the vicinity of 90 degrees or straight up. One more breath. And we're going to do those 5 circles again. So 5 times down and around. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. The next time your hands, your strap come near your belly, pause and reverse. So you're going down and forward, up and back 5 times. The next time your arms come down, leave them there. Take a minute and make sure you're still pretty stable. And then take the strap around behind your back for your little back bend. Press down and away. So just a couple inches. Your arms aren't going to go too far. And then if you like to exaggerate this, arch your back and lift your chest. So you're leaning back just a little. Stretching out your chest and your shoulders and your arms. Your legs are still working. You're working hard. And then release the tension in your arms, release the strap, release your spine, your torso. Bring that strap back in front of you. And then again, reaching out parallel to the floor this time. Belly pulled in as you hinge at the hips and come down to a 45-degree angle. Belly pulled in. So this is like humble warrior, but our arms are reached out. Humble warrior, we just have our hands in our hearts. So there's a little more work here. Okay, and then on your next inhale, lift yourself back up, wrap the strap around your thumbs, prayer hands, turn to the right. Okay, we're almost to the end of this. Let's come back to center. We have our warrior 3 and one more warrior 1. So for the warrior 3, stretch your arms out parallel to the floor, belly pulled in, shift forward and drag your left big toe with you. Maybe stay there or start to lift your left leg behind you. Remember, you can have your hands on your chair if you like. And then we're going to move right back into warrior 1. So step in your left foot back, this time raising your arms up a little higher if you can. Holding your belly in one more time. Finding your breath. And then circle your arms down. Release your arms. Step back to mountain pose. Let go of the strap. We're done with the strap. Shake your arms, shake your legs. And then we're going to do some hip circles. We're going to enter into our cool down here from standing. So coming back to a wide stance with your hands on your hips. And just like with our spinal rotations, we're going to move slowly. See if you can inhale when your hips are on one side. Exhale when they're on the other side. Let's go 2 more times in this direction. And this time when you come back, reverse. So we're doing 6 of these. Inhale on one side, exhale on the other side. One more time. And then gradually bring yourself back to neutral, releasing your arms down by your sides. And then we have a choice. We have a choice of 2 poses here for our final standing pose. And one is a down dog. So you'd be in mountain pose. You've done this before, walking yourself back, pausing halfway. So your hands are holding onto the chair, you're letting your chest drop down. Your other choice, you could do a little bit of both. So you could do your down dog first, and then your other choice is just a forward fold. So you're just going to let your whole upper body drop down and get kind of soft. No effort in your upper body when you're in a forward fold. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Whichever pose you're in, be sure to bend your knees before you start to come up. And you can keep your hands on the chair or bring your hands to your thighs and use your legs and your arms to lift yourself up. And one more time, shake, shake, shake. Shake your arms, shake your legs. And let's come back to our chairs. Once you get back into your chair, just let yourself settle. So grounding yourself in the chair is kind of similar to standing because you're going to focus on your feet. But you also have this chair holding you, supporting you. You can feel the floor underneath your feet. You can feel your legs underneath your hands. And so we come back to grounding over and over again, just like we come back to our breath. So now that we're grounded, we can focus on our breath again. You may feel like that's enough. I'm going to rest. And that is good. That is absolutely fine. But if you still feel like you need a little extra stretch, maybe your head, neck, your shoulders, your torso, anything you want to do for the next minute or so, go ahead and do that. And then give yourself permission to just sit. Just sit and breathe. We just did a lot of work. That was physical and mental. We had to think. So now we get to let go and just breathe. Feel your body soften. Letting go of effort. Just breathe. When you're ready, start to deepen your breath. And start to move your fingers, move your toes, move your head. Gradually bringing yourself back.